Hey, what is up, everybody? This is steviebreech coming to you here today. San Francisco 49ers win another one, moving up in the world to 7-4. It's very hard to believe that just a few weeks ago, the Niners were looking up from the bottom of the NFC West. I'm not quite sure how many wins in a row we have, but I remember having a losing record and basically just wondering how we were going to be able to put this together, but having faith in the team. Christian McCaffrey comes to town, and it's a lot like when Jimmy Garoppolo came over from the New England Patriots, where we were a horrible team, and then once he got into the groove, we finished that season with 5 consecutive victories. Those victories didn't mean anything in the long run, other than giving us hope for the next year, where Garoppolo would come in and we'd work our way to go to the Super Bowl. But damn, I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, we win this game 13-0. A win's a win. We didn't put up as many points against the Saints team that I really felt we should have. The Saints hung deep with us. It was a real defensive game. You got to tip your hat to the defense. Anything could have happened if they would have punched that ball in, put 7 on the board, found a way to get a turnover on us, and could have came back and scored another touchdown. And at the end of that game, we could have been on the losing end, 14-13. I mean, that's just the God honest truth. But I felt like we had a goal line stand down there on the Saints 6-7 plays in a row. I mean, we took it all the way down to where it looked like it was going to be a 4th down, and we had a holding penalty. And we fought all the way back, and we were able to take this game. We were able to keep a what's the word I'm looking for? A scoreless streak for the defense, which I'm sure they're very proud of. Before last week, I believe we hadn't give up a first half touchdown, and then here they are, basically shutting the entire game up, putting up a huge goose egg on the Saints, who moved to 4-8 on the year. Jimmy Garoppolo, he did have that bad ball be thrown late in the game. We all know that he's going to throw one of those a game. He's going to make one mistake, but Jimmy's my quarterback, and they put that stat up on the screen, basically saying what his record was as starting his career in San Francisco, and it's a mirror image of Steve Young. I believe it was 40-14. Joe Montana was like 37 and somewhere right around the same thing. So Jimmy fits in with the 49er royalty, the Hall of Famers there. I would love to see him, take us to another Super Bowl, get the victory this time, and be able to, go wherever he's going to go next year, because this is going to be Trey Lance's team. There's no doubt about it. We'll just have to see what happens there. Jimmy threw for 1 touchdown on the day that was caught by Juan Jennings, my main man. Deebo Samuel went down with a hamstring injury, and I think that was enough for them to say, it's not worth losing you long term. He had 3 catches on the day for 43 yards. But Jennings, I felt like they were just plugging the ball into him the whole way down the field. 3, maybe 4 catches in a row before finally winding up in the end zone off of a tip ball that looked like it was almost intercepted by the Saints defense. Brandon Ayuk added 5 catches for 65 yards on the day. And then Kittle had 3 for 26. McCaffrey was our... he was all over the place, but he had 11 carries. He had the most carries on the team. Elijah Mitchell finished with the most yards, 35, but he went down with an injury, and that's going to having to be something that we see tomorrow to see how bad he's really injured. We just finally got him back into the fold, and would hate to see us lose that two-man backfield of Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey. But heads-up plays by the defense. how the fuck do you say his name? Hungaloa, as well as Fred Warner, led us out there. Warner with 2 forced fumbles on the day. I don't think we recovered either one of them. But the defense was able to pull it in, switch it over, and just basically keep control on the game. It was fun to see Andy Dalton, even though I don't really think of him as being the New Orleans Saints quarterback. But he ended up on the day with 200 yards throwing. Taysom Hill almost threw for a touchdown, but it ended up hitting the guy right in the face mask, and he wasn't able to get his hands on it. But 13-0 next week, Niners and Dolphins. Possibly the biggest game of the year for us. These 2 offensive powers are going to hook it up, and we'll have to see. I mean, the defense is going to, practice up, and I'm sure they're not going to be wanting to, have Waddle and Tua, we'll just call him that, go crazy on him. So we'll have to see what goes on next week, but we'll be ready. Peace out, guys. Big win. I love it.